Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.
My Country 96.1, Phathead, Cande Roth. We're looking at a okay day. A little bit of clouds today, 75. Still on the warm side. Rain, thunderstorms coming in later, much later tonight, into the overnight, into tomorrow, where it'll be low 70s. So a little bit unsettled the next few days for sure. Anybody going tonight, September 24th, 2025, to see Hardy at Madison Square Garden, you might see me there. Maybe you come over and say hi. We're going to have a good time out there. I believe it's the final stop on his tour, I want to say. Hope I got that right. But yeah, that should be a fun one. Big show at the Garden, Hardy tonight with a lot of openers. I know Co Wetzel and Steven Wilson Jr. and a couple others. They're going to be out there performing as well. And we gave away a bunch of tickets to this show. Hopefully we will see you out there, and should be a good night. And yeah, fun rock, country, gonna be a good time. I haven't been to the Garden in quite some time. I'm trying to remember the last show that I went to at the Garden. I gotta delve back in my memory bank. I honestly am not sure. So should be pretty cool. All right, we start this way. This is something I learned as a kid. I don't think I adhere to it much anymore. The difference between saying yeah or yes to someone. When you respond to someone, you say yeah or you say yes, right? And a lot of people say yeah, and a lot of people think that is rude. If you, like, as an example, if you go into an interview, you should probably say yes if you are replying to answers. You may not want to be as casual as saying yeah, maybe not the best look. There are certain people online who are saying, yeah, you're taking that to an extreme level. It's not rude anymore. It's just whatever, yeah, yes, doesn't matter. About 5% of people said at this point in time they think yeah over yes is rude. The remaining 95% said no. So obviously times have changed. I grew up always being told yes over yeah, but yeah, things have changed over time, for sure. All right, and here's some things. What are actually healthy things, despite most people thinking it's not? What is actually healthy? Like, there's different things on this list, like daydreaming. Absolutely healthy. It could be a form of focusing and meditation, or just, relax you for a couple of minutes thinking about what life could be like. Daydreaming, healthy. Some people think, no, not a good idea. Definitely healthy. Taking breaks when you feel unproductive. Is it lazy? Is it a reset? Midday naps? Yeah, sure. And you don't want to go too long. Set the alarm. Set the phone alarm for 20 minutes, 25 minutes. But taking breaks when you feel unproductive could be healthy. Frozen vegetables. According to this, a lot of vegetables are frozen within hours of being picked, which locks in their nutrients. Frozen dinners we're not counting. We're talking about bags of frozen vegetables, things that might actually be healthy that some people think are not. Salt, fat, and sugar, and this is the quote, especially when you're cooking at home where you can control it. You don't have to slam it with hidden amounts of salt and sugar. You can, a little taste here and there just to liven up your food. Eggs, obviously we know it could be a daily cholesterol bomb, as we know, but we also know that eggs are healthy. Healthy with the nutrients and very nutrient dense. So in moderation, right? I think the key to this list is everything in moderation. Carbs. I try to stay away from carbs as much as I can, but whole grains and fruits, fuel for your brain, not a bad source of carbs. This is an interesting one, right? You try to be healthy, be careful, try to stay away from potatoes. However, potatoes get a bad rap because they're usually prepared with a lot of oil, butter, fried chips, things like that. But if you roast, bake, air fry, or boil them, they could quite possibly be the healthiest starchy carb that you could eat. Popcorn. I don't eat popcorn much anymore. It's very high in fiber, by the way, and some other benefits that they're listed here. So you might think are unhealthy, but popcorn in moderation, not bad. Hamburgers. Everything in the hamburger pretty good. The unhealthiest part, obviously, the bun, which I try not to have too many buns with the burgers. We take it off the bun. But hamburgers without the bun, not completely terrible. Get that protein, that meat. Playing video games, good outlet, right? Relieve some stress. Sleeping according to your body's needs, healthy. Obviously, a healthy thing to do where you don't just go to bed at 10, 11 o'clock at night because you think that's what you're supposed to do. If you need sleep, go to bed at 8. Get some rest that night. And then someone at the end of the list joked, I'm hoping somebody says ice cream and donuts are healthier than we think. Everything in moderation. Sure, if you want to make yourself believe that, no problem. We got plenty more to do this morning. What are the worst airports in the country? We've got that. A DoorDash order that did not go well for somebody. Be very careful what you're ordering on DoorDash. National Day's good news stories late 8 o'clock hour. We've got your bald and the beautiful about 8:12. And some clouds today. Rain later tonight, overnight, later tonight. Will be about 75 and cloudy today. Do you see a drizzle throughout? Maybe a touch of something, but the heavier rain comes later, and your Thursday looks rainy, cloudy, some thunderstorms. My Country, 96.1.
Phathead and Cande in the morning, weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.